Where do I look at? Where's the camera? The one that
Camera
this
here.
No, I don't have to look at it, right?
Sorry, you don't have to look at.
Look at the camera. Do I have to look at the camera?
You have to look at me with a lovely smile on your face.
Sure.
Adoring smile.
Right.
So let's start. Welcome to this interview with my good friends and great teachers, Toshiko Kondo and Etienne Peirsman. They are actually
Yes.
they are actually, I would really say they are friends, even though we don't know each other too much, but they touch my heart so deeply during the classes I have attended that I'm so glad I can be here with them. I'm so grateful that they accepted my request to do the interview with them. So let's talk a little bit about who you are, what is your life experience here, because as I went through my life, I've learned about medicine. It's difficult to explain, but I'm a medical doctor who doesn't believe in the conventional medicine anymore. I experienced some unsatisfactory results of the way the Western medicine works, and during my experiences I realized that there must be something more, and I learned that there are methods which are much more connected to life and to actual healing powers of our organism, of our body. So I'm so grateful that I got to know the craniosacral biodynamics, craniosacral therapy, which Etienne and Toshiko are the great teachers of, and so I would like to ask you if you can tell me a little bit about the cranio and what does it mean for you.
Go ahead. You know, when you were talking about it, when we were talking before, we were asking you, or you were telling us, you know, what people you see in your practice, and you say the main people is, or the main thing is pain. And now a minute ago when you were talking, you know, I was thinking, all right, if I would be in your practice, what would I do? I have no clue about pain. And my first idea is when I have pain, I ignore it. I just don't want to identify with it. If it's heavy pain, that works for me. If it's light pain, I love to complain. But then I was thinking, okay, you know, if people come to my practice, what is it? And this is cranio. What would I do with them? I would, first session, write on, talk to their heart. That's where pain originates. That's where the origin of all pain comes from. That their heart is not felt, is not recognized, is not followed. people don't know even that their heart is, that's where the soul comes from. The soul speaks through their heart. And the soul has something to do here. And if the heart can express itself, the person will know what it is they're here for. And then they won't get into situations of pain that they need help because they're so full of pain. It all comes from here. It all comes from their inability to listen to their heart and the courage to follow their heart. And that's our educational system, that's our parents. We have to follow a certain path, and that's it. And you're not following your own path, your own heart, what your heart tells you. You're on somebody else's mission. You're doing something not for you, but for an idea that they gave you. So yeah, that's how I would start a session with going to their heart, looking at what constricts their heart and how can they not, why is it they can't listen to themselves? That's where I would jump right in. And then they will forget about the pain because that's the main pain. Yeah,
So-
it's cranio.
So you would say pain is actually call of your soul.
Yes, it's your body talking to you. Hey, 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 you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not listening to me. That's the body. And of course, the body cannot tell you, so it's going to create pain. That's the only way it knows to get your attention. It's the body getting your attention. And if the body wants your attention, it's basically your soul through your body who wants to tell you something that you're off track. Very simple.
What is your approach to pain? What do you think about pain? Because as we talk, it's the main complaint I listen to every day in my office, coming hundreds and thousands people
Right.
coming in pain, and I'm interested what is, because it's a little bit different if there is someone already open-minded coming to cranio session, wanting to work with themselves. They already know that they are responsible for their health. If you can imagine the situation I'm in, there is someone coming in pain into my office and doesn't know anything, just wants to get rid of the pain. What would you do? Imagine you having white
That's
scrubs.
a difficult thing to imagine, because to me, what he said is just as it is, true to me, then my approach would be, as a craniosacral therapist, that I just listen to the pain with my hands. And that's pretty much all I do, and in the hope that I'm wishing to connect the pain to the person, because pain is body's language, and oftentimes the mind is not acknowledging or recognizing it as a message. So somehow I'm hoping to connect it, pain in the mind, most likely.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
If you have this these healing sessions or these therapies, do you also learn people how to approach the pain in themselves, how to contact them, or because in my opinion it's very important that people can look into themselves,
Mhm,
into the meaning
Mhm.
of this information. So, what would you recommend? How to do it if you have person who is not really
That's that kind of clients are hardest to deal with, because some people are so checked out, they're so disconnected, body and the mind, and I just focus on connect,
connect.
heart and mind and body, and for some reason this is meridian points called well of shoulder well of shoulder or something, and it oftentimes that point really helps people to realize, oh, I've been disconnected from my body. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on the person. Yeah.
Yeah, there is also a good method, with probably, this reticular alarm system.
Yeah.
And, you can feel it's a network of nerve cells that warns you for danger. That's its job, to wake you up to danger. And that's one thing, but you can regulate it. You can regulate your own sensitivity. How to, and of course, because there is so much stress in our lives, our sensitivity to external signals is so high. But when it's so high, it also means you can't come down anymore. Yeah, you're too stressed out. That's usually a person that comes for help. They have no clue how to come down. And that's a very easy thing to teach people, or to make them feel how stressed out they are, because we can connect it to numbers. Yeah, if 1 is a normal, relaxed state, and 10 is a maximum, you can't go higher than 10. And you can feel that system. So, and when you connect to it, they can feel how stressed out they are. So they are gonna come with the number of, my system is stuck at the edge. I can't come down anymore. All right, the knob is between your eyes. Just bring it to what works for you. And then they can consciously, play with it. In beginning, it's just something you ask them to do. And then they come with a number, like 4. Wow, great. If that works for you, great. Now, all right, let's look in the body. What organ cannot come down to 4? Which one cannot come down to 4? Now, you're not going into what the problem is, their trauma or whatever, but you go to organs. And why is your liver not able to come to that? Let's ask your liver. And then, indirectly, they're coming to what is it that stresses them out? And if they talk about it, that's the invitation, the numbers connecting to the organ. All right, why can it not come down? So now they can talk about the reason behind it, but it's not directly talking or looking at their trauma, it's indirectly. Now they can express that, and then all right, is it go to 4, maybe 5, maybe 4. So all right, go home, and every night look at your system. Where is it? What number is it? And then look in your body. Who needs something to express to you? So you're connecting them to self-expression, to feeling where something got stuck, and then to looking into what is it that made them stressed out in that day. It's one of the things that together with the heart. Yeah, and of course it's not going to be in one session. It's, yeah, you have to soften them up to get to that. But that to me is the two main techniques, you could say, that I use with any type of pain or trauma or stuck mentally. It's connecting it to the body and not to the realm of pain, not to the realm of trauma, but to the body itself. What does it have to say to you?
So you don't mean to go with your awareness in the pain, or
You distract them.
Mhm.
You give them something else to play with,
Mhm.
not just focusing on the pain. Because if you're gonna focus on the pain, it becomes bigger.
And if you ask me what my body tells me, what is the information I need to hear, the information is the pain. So I would go there.
Uh-huh.
So what would you do? What if I tell you?
I
that
do it
have-
totally differently.
So what?
I go to numbers. I go to a stress level
Mhm.
and look at that instead of the pain. If you give it a name, pain, and you go into pain, it becomes pain with a capital.
Yeah.
And then the whole world is written in capital. So it's you give it extra fuel
Okay.
by
So
focusing there.
but there is this scale. So you need to direct me in this imbalance.
Yeah.
In the what's the
What's the
what's the amount of my imbalance?
Well, what's the secret here? Let's go there. Why does it work?
Mhm.
Because as a craniosacral person, you go into that no-mind field as a practitioner, where you are totally disconnected from pain or any of these emotions. You're disconnected from it because you don't stay in your mind trying to figure it out.
Mhm.
And that's the secret. The practitioner goes into the place where you want the client to go. So your neutrality, your no mind, the body feels it. They might not be aware that they're feeling it, but your midline, as we call it, pulls them with you. And they forget temporarily all about the pain because your midline is so strong that they go to a place before the pain. You bring them to a place where they can look from a distance to the pain. You don't go identify with it. What is it? What is it, the pain? That's identification. You go into it. You get lost there because then it takes over. The symptom takes over, but its pain is just a symptom. It's the body screaming. So when you know how to go beyond that, into that field where you can look at it, that's why it works. That reticular alarm system, the numbers, and the organs talking to you about their problem. It comes from a no-mind experience. The body itself explaining why it has to tell you pain, why it has to give you that symptom of pain.
So you don't really go or direct person in the fulcrum or the situation, the imbalance, but you rather go in some kind of observation state,
Yeah.
just being aware of of whatever it is there, and what then?
Well,
when you are
the
hearing,
observation state is solid. It is more solid than the pain itself.
Mhm.
because it's, the body itself, the origin of the body that you connect with, the body that has pain, but you stay with the body, with the midline, where the creation of the body came from. It's I don't know if I explain it right, but I would not go with it. That, to me, is classical medication, classical medicine, to go with the symptom and focus on the symptom. But to give something different, not figuratively, but something real. And the midline is real. Neutrality is real. No mind is real. It's just another level. It's the underlaying or on top of it.
So you don't even need to go in the root cause of the pain.
That will come by itself if the
It comes
organs
by
start
itself.
talking.
Mm-hmm.
They will tell you what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They will tell me very clearly. You can connect, and of course then you connect to what is the reason for all that pain. And sometimes the pain will be so much that it will not work. Then you can give them morphine or something else, and you're allowed to do that. Not me. I have to go somewhere else.
You know, that's the problem. I am allowed to do it. It's the easy
It's
way,
easy.
but it doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, you know, there is this other thing, and that might be your solution. When a person is dying, and it's the same situation, pain or dying, basically it's the same thing. There is something happening. Now, when a person is dying, or has cancer or whatever, the painkiller doesn't prevent clarity. It's two different things. And that's what you want clarity. Why is there pain? So if you numb the pain, then they can step over it. So I would give them something, if it's that bad. But don't feel guilty about it, and don't feel that you miss an opportunity because you go classical. That's where you're at an advantage. You can use both. You can use the medication if it's needed, not as a habit, because that's the bad way of medicine, to use it as a habit, as the only solution, but give them enough so that it doesn't bother them anymore. But then you need to, where does it come from? Otherwise it's just being a regular doctor.
What is clarity?
No, that doesn't. Clarity.
Yeah.
Maybe I could say a little bit before I give you word, because during my open expanded awareness experiences, I was very much introduced to my fears. I got through all possible fears I could imagine, and I realized that those fears exist only when I am stuck with them in my mind.
Yeah.
And I need to go in the neutrality, being in heart, no mind space, whatever we call it, in just being, where it stopped. And that's why that's also the way how I realize where the real healing is, because when I was stuck in my circles of my mind, of my fears, it was never ending story of suffering. and then I knew that only when I'm here in the present moment, when I'm in the presence, then it doesn't exist there. So that's the kind of clarity for me. But when we talked a little bit before, you talked beautifully about clarity, about clarity in your relationship. Maybe if you can say something, what is it for you?
Well, you pretty much said it, you know. Clarity.
You talked about because also it's the other theme what I would like to talk about, our relationships. You know, the stuff when we are with our partner and we think we are quite good. We can handle everything. We are kings of the world. But then we meet this partner, and in this connection, in this relationship, now we realize, doesn't work this way. There is something what I have to realize because I live in my world, and my bubble, my world is not clear. It's not real clarity if I'm not also in the world of the other person which is next to me. So
You're saying it beautifully. Yeah, it is, huh? The two, like, when you're more intimate, it is, you know, the relationship is, you know, your word, you know, two different words try to merge, and then your unknown you start showing up, and, you know, you get surprised by that, and like, is this me, you know, type of thing, and the other person can be a mirror to you, and, you know, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing, and that's how we help each other, I guess, you know, in the relationship.
I realize, that I'm never right. In my mind, I'm always right, but that's my mind. Yeah, but in a relationship, there is no right or wrong. There's just you and it's me, and I have this and she has that. You know, and to not push that on the other, to respect the other for who they are, as long as they're clear and honest. That's all. If they're dishonest, I'm sometimes, tell a lie out of laziness. So I don't have to explain myself or anything. So did you do this? Oh yeah, I did that. And then it doesn't work. But as long as you're clear about whatever it is, oh yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry, I just made a mistake. Not trying to talk it right. I'm so good at that. And then I start arguing, and then we're in each other's hair. That's not what clarity is all about. Clarity is I made a mistake. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I made a mistake, And then if Toshiko can say, she can accept that. I made a mistake. But if I start arguing why I made a mistake, then that's not the point. I made a mistake. And then we respect each other's bubble, each other's being.
Yeah, and I guess it takes a courage to accept, you know, whatever you did as it is. You know, when you make a mistake, and you know, it takes a courage to confront your fear, shame, you know, all this negativity, and I don't know. It's actually enlightenment, right? You know, all the corners, all the shadows, all the darkness, you visit them and you put them in the light, So you got nothing, you can't hide anymore, and you just have to accept who you are as it is. Yes, this is me, all over, and that's me, that's all.
There was an example this morning, I sleep fine. Yeah, I don't care about jet lag, that's for other people. So I'm fine. Toshiko, no, she didn't. She wakes up at 3 and then, can't sleep anymore. I'm sleeping, I get up and then she asks, or I ask her, how was your sleep? Oh, I couldn't sleep. I woke up at 3 and then I go, yeah, I slept well. And then she says, oh, you don't care, do you? And I say, oh yeah, I do care, but I don't.
It was too obvious.
But then, to try to please. Because at that point, I didn't want, well, for whatever reason, it's a habit for me to please. Instead of saying,
or to avoid the
I
conflict.
don't really care. What can I do that you don't sleep, I love you anyway, whether you sleep or not. But that avoiding the conflict that might arise.
But if we take this example, you felt the urge to please her, to say something, and we could say you are not in balance with yourself in this situation. So could this or accumulation of processes like this, could this lead to pain? Could this lead to some inner contraction?
Yeah.
That we,
Absolutely.
if we don't express ourselves as we are, is that what is the...
Not anymore, but it used to accumulate in me. A resentment started to happen because I didn't express it. I started out with something wrong and then another, it accumulates, it becomes, and then, that's where things start to happen. And,
but this morning, usually you sympathize more if I couldn't sleep. And there was some things, I'm so sure that he was carrying some resentment from my comment that I share his secret to friends, and he didn't like it. He didn't say it last night. That's why this morning he acted out, he came out.
So it was revenge.
Yes, a revenge type of...
He does that. And of course I can catch it right away.
That's clarity.
That is, as I've learned.
I smell something. Okay, he's hiding something.
And now we're laughing about it. Years, months ago or a year ago, it would be, I would start for a few days.
Yeah, it took so much.
Not talking about it, keeping it.
And he keeps acting.
It's beautiful to see this because you are, as you talk about the clarity, I can really feel it from you that you are like let's say everything as it is. Just don't hide, don't say anything. We just need to be open, to be genuine, to create the relationship which makes sense. But for us men, it's like, what do you want from me? And it's very beautiful to see the wisdom in you to realize, oh, that's just my ego which wants to fight. But I, myself, my soul, actually know you are right. And to have the courage to release the ego response, to be, after it goes away, just be here, accepted that, yeah, I had this ego response, but I know you are right, and I love you, and I wanna understand, or uh, I wanna uh, I wanna be like the way you are teaching me to be, if it makes sense, to be this genuine, this open-hearted, not
It's so much
hiding.
easier.
It's so much easier, but we are not learned to. We
It's,
didn't know how to do it. We
Yeah,
have to
for me,
learn.
it's 77 years of habit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Habits,
habits. More than
habits.
anything else,
How to react. That's how I always reacted. And of course, in those 17 years that I was alone, I didn't even have a mirror in front of me. I could just be my own, whatever. Nobody would say, hey. And of course, yeah, that's great, but that's not a relationship.
It takes practice.
Yeah,
It's all
practice.
Of course, at the beginning, it's so uncomfortable to admit, yes, I was having an ego trip,
Yeah.
But you have to practice.
And that's the
It's
nice thing
easier
about
and
Toshiko. She says that to me. Oh, it's just practice. Then I can, oh yeah, she's not angry at me.
No, as long as you're honest, I don't have to be
Yeah.
angry. I can accept the fact as it is. But if you lie, if you don't tell me what you're actually thinking, that's a lie to me, dishonest.
Yeah.
Same as lying. So, then I start reacting,
Yeah.
That's a hard one to accept.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I've been so honest since I was little, so it's really hard for me to not lie. You do have to lie,
No, we even don't want to lie. We just don't know we are not being ourselves.
Honest, yeah.
Yeah, or that because there is something we react from some patterns, from some
Somewhere.
models we have in our mind. How should we be in this world to go through it the way someone wants, or
and the habits you picked up somewhere on your way. And do you know anybody who was very, very honest?
I don't. I was just thinking that I never met somebody honest, except Osho.
no,
Yeah.
like
What is on my house?
I'm honest too.
Yes, I wasn't. You were interrupting my. Yeah, she's the first person that Osho, he used to say, yeah, you figure it out. But he was always honest, always, totally. It cost him his life. They murdered him for that, like they murder so many honest people. Yeah, and then, that Toshiko came in my life at the end of my life to put me straight. Yeah, that to put also that beam I was talking about, relationship, interaction, to give me the opportunity to straighten myself out there. That's wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we human usually grow up, pick up habits by copying others.
Yeah,
And if you had more people who were honest, I guess it was easier. Would have been easier to be honest.
Yeah.
But everywhere else you see, everybody's hiding something. Most majority of people are hiding.
When I'm in my office, and I specialize on problems with shoulder, I'm like shoulder surgeon, but the majority of people coming there, they have, of course, they don't talk the first minute they meet me there about their stuff, but when we have a little bit time to talk about it. Like majority of people have something with their relationship, partner relationship, or with their work. They are stressed in work or the relationships, and it just sits here and here. So I think like this realization that we need to be honest with ourselves, that we are in some imbalance in our relationships or in our job, it's a very crucial step to understand our pain actually, or the any disease, any health issue we have, because that's in my opinion there's the two main reasons which are hitting people. Well, do you have anything else to say?
Hitting people?
Hitting, like punching in their face.
And they get shoulder pain? What?
No, like this problem, the problem of relationship or their stressful work or something.
Yeah.
It's something what is hitting people.
That's what you mean. Okay.
Sorry for my English.
No. Yes, it is. What else? I mean, stress. It's all about stress. Yeah.
That's all there is. Your relationship.
And you're not following your heart. You're not being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, you bodies start complaining, like letting you know that you're not following your heart. Do something about it. Make a change.
How did you get to this transition? Because I don't know if you ever been in a situation where you did something what wasn't you, that you followed some path, you did some job which wasn't your essence, which wasn't your soul. I don't know if that's your path, but my path it is I do this work, I kind of like it, but I'm not completely fulfilled there. I don't know if it's because of the way how the medicine works, because it's difficult to be fulfilled in Western medicine concept, but still there is this way I walk because I need money, I need to support my family and stuff like that, and that's something where I follow my mind, my
that's where you
thoughts.
go off.
And did you have this transition in your life where you decide this is not for me anymore, I have to go in my heart and I want to, and that's no other way than to follow my heart.
Yeah, of course. It's if I look at it, the last 35 years I've been following my heart, doing cranio. And not just following my heart, but doing that also. It's how I make my money also. And that's following my heart. And before that, everything I did was to try to find my heart. And that made me kill myself. I came to a point that I was trying so hard and I got just stuck in that, without even knowing that I was trying to find my heart. I was just trying to not be what I was. Using drugs is not to be who you are. It's to avoid your. No, it was to avoid the stuckness of me in society. Not finding, not even knowing what I wanted. Yeah, so you look for a way out. I was looking for a way out. And I found it. I killed myself. I was out of it. And that's where I suddenly found what I needed to find. I needed to finish my old self totally, to be able to connect to a new self, my real self. That was for me quite drastic, going not just hitting the wall, but going through the wall. So that was my path to get to where I am now. And that was great, but then I needed something to finish it off, and that's the relationship I have now with Toshiko to, straighten out the things that are still stuck in me. Yeah.
Mhm. You have always been on this path?
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
You
Pretty
always,
much.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like, mm, but when you are dealing with people, like sometimes, I really hate it when I say something that I didn't mean to, or I was more like details oriented. Basically, I couldn't work I knew I couldn't work in the office, so and I loved massage, so just naturally, following what I wanted to do, and I really work hard to be um, better therapist. I taught myself massage and learn cranio like full heartedly.
And have you ever had any, like you knew this direction, but you have, did you have problem with implementing this hard beingness in this world? Was any time in your life problem money or the way you want to be and it doesn't quite fit in this society or something like that, or you were always just on your own and didn't really
Yeah, like money wise, I never really had a problem. But when I left my husband 2011, it really hit me the fear about not having enough money, and then I really really watch my budget and everything really closely for years, and that really made me appreciate money, and cherish money and respect money, and I'm so glad that I left my husband in that sense. So I'm really and I overcome the fear of the not having money.
Mhm.
I was like, I decided universe is my manager, so if I don't have much right now, just don't spend. And just according to how much I have, do whatever I can. If I go road trip, just keep it doable.
Mhm.
And that's then, yeah, when as soon as I thought, yeah, the universe is my manager, so just do whatever in front of me.
Mhm.
I just with that, and gave me such a relief. With the relationship too. I was like, when I was like 45, I felt like I was wasting my womanhood, and I was so eager to find somebody, find partner. Then after a while, same thing. The universe is my manager, so I don't have to have a boyfriend right now. That's why I don't have one, and that was so liberating.
Mhm.
So with anything, I've been like that. Like this is what it is. So, but with him, no, not really. It doesn't work that way. Because I know
what
it's
do you
my
mean?
role to straighten him up, you know. So
So
I'm being very, very strict.
so you always knew you trusted in the leadership of the
Not
universe.
always. It up to like around 45, you know, like 10 years ago or something.
Mm.
I had a realization. Oh, you know, right, you know, at the beginning, my practices was not, you know, thriving, and of course, I doubt myself and stuff. You know, am I doing good? Am I good enough, or what? You know, am I doing right thing? And but you know, if you don't want more than what you have, you're fine. You know.
So would you say the acceptance of what is
Mhm.
just walks you through,
Mhm. You really helped me. Yeah, actually.
and you said you actually feel like you don't need anything.
Mm.
You are in this self
Yeah, I just get.
satisfaction.
I have everything I need. That you know, I trust. I have everything I need, and just cherish. You know, cherish everything I have, and gratitude. You know, then yeah, your life becomes so full, even if you don't have so much money.
Yeah, I realize also I never had even that question. Before, you know, that event that made me change everything, um, it's hard to put myself in that place. But after that, you know, I was just living. Money would come in,
Yeah.
yeah, and just the joy of doing cranio and learning, yeah, how to share what I have, what I have found. That's my main motive actually, how to share my insight, my connection with the universe, how to share that, yeah. And the other thing, money, I don't even question it.
Mm.
Hmm.
So if you follow your heart, money will follow because it's like energy, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, money is energy.
So would you say you stopped searching, you quit searching when for your heart? You just
Oh,
you-
I have no search. I'm not searching.
no, after you said that it brought you to this situation, you almost died or you died, and then you didn't search anymore.
No.
You just
I found.
are.
I found.
You found.
And what I found is an endless road to go.
Mm.
Just keep going. And yeah, you know, and at a certain point we found each other also, you know, yeah, because it's never finished, that road. It's eternal changing, eternal change. That's the essence of being alive, you know, otherwise it would be quite boring.
Mm.
It keeps on changing, you know, and in a relationship with Toshiko, it's what I deserve at this point, you know, to have an accelerated change because I have not much time left at this point in this uniform. Yeah, it's limited, so I needed an acceleration, and she's a race car. Yeah, it's like that, you know, it's existence gives you what you need. Yeah, and yeah, but for Toshko, I guess, yeah, I'm what she needs, whatever that means.
Yeah,
What does it
that
mean?
means?
Whatever that means.
Yeah, I think about it sometimes, and yeah.
And
But
she doesn't, but I see change in her also.
like what?
Like what?
Like what?
A softness.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gaining more softness.
Yes. Yes.
So her toughness didn't work on you.
Oh yeah, of course.
He needed it.
Yeah, it's true.
But
It's true.
already he got enough. Now you
No,
can.
no, no,
Not yet.
Well, but of course, he's getting so much better, so of course I can be sweet. I can be sweeter. It's
Yeah.
okay to be sweeter.
Yeah. Let's keep it at that. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I hate it sometimes, Oh man, not again. But it's always a self-reflection, always. That's nice.
Have you? I think like you are wise man. You have quite some experiences here in this world, but we younger ones who are not that far maybe, we go through phases of resignation. Maybe that you just don't know if you want to follow in it anymore. That you are at the you try to discern if it's still your ego, if you have to release more and more, or it's actually some incompatibility with the partner, and trying to find the point where you should decide, I'm just I'm just not honest with myself. I'm trying, I'm releasing my ego and feeling like it doesn't lead anywhere. How to say, maybe I just shouldn't be with this partner anymore. I know there is no answer to this.
No, that's the beauty of finding it out.
Yeah.
That's up to
Yeah,
you.
but yeah.
That's up to you and your partner, and if you are with your partner now at this point, just because you're afraid of change, that's also possible, then okay, at one point you feel it. And then it's time to, be different or look at where does it come from.
I actually myself needed to allow myself this possibility to even quit this relationship, go away and just don't follow in this family, because I needed to allow it to myself that maybe it is not the truth.
Yeah.
But when it happened, then I realized, oh, maybe it is the truth. But actually the acceptance that everything is possible, I just need to be in my truth, whatever it means, whatever it brings. It's very important in my opinion, and just don't do anything because of it should be done.
Yeah.
No, there's no
So
choice.
you're doing the right thing. And the fun thing is, you're always doing the right thing. There is no wrong.
No. Yeah, and you have to try things out, otherwise you can't find out.
Yeah, that is what I think it's big thing. I don't know how is it in different countries. Maybe in the US it's different, but at least what we know from our education system in the US, there is more. It's more oriented for like self expression, maybe, that you have some projects and you are learning how to be like proud on yourself or something. I'm not sure if it's like that, but here in Czech Republic we are learned like to repeat, just read, learn and repeat, don't think about anything. And that makes you like not having any your own
creativity.
No creativity, and then you just don't know what you want, or
that's what happened to me also. I was brought up in Belgium, same deal. That's why I had to rebel against the whole thing.
Japan too.
We both, you too, we all three rebelled against our upbringing. It's horrible to be somebody else than who you are. That's what education is all about.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna check the clock just a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna check if I'm recording.
Is it recording?
I was thinking all the time, maybe I forgot to switch it on.
We start again?
No, it's actually on.
It's going.
No, if you need to quit, we can finish it slowly or quickly.
No, at 2 o'clock I have a talk on Zoom.
What time is it?
It's 11:30.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have another half an hour or so. Or
No, I need to fresh mind.
okay.
Otherwise
We need to do it. We need to take care of ourselves, to give us our space. And,
Right.
and,
Did you get to ask everything you want to do, or did you?
Oh, I actually didn't ask anything from what I learned. Probably it's just how it should have been.
Right.
You can ask, we'll lead you elsewhere, don't worry.
That's.
What?
I cannot read it. Okay, so do you have any? Actually,
any last words?
Any last words? Actually, I would like to say one more thing, which comes back to what you said in the beginning, because I feel like the cranio is beautiful. Like for me, the most appropriate way how to approach the health of person.
I agree.
And only what I feel what could improve is that the method should be used by myself. Like I should be able to set the mind state in me. So actually I don't need the treatment of some practitioner. Probably I need it in some stages of the journey, but in my opinion I should just learn how to do it myself, for myself, how to be in the state of.
That's an ideal.
Yeah.
But sometimes we do need somebody's help. That's what we're here for, right? Help each other. But that's the independence, right? Emotional, mental independence. You can take care of yourself. You can go into no mind on your own, and so you can have a clarity on your own. You can catch yourself doing stupid things, or
So can you say last words imagine this person coming with terrible shoulder pain in your hospital practice, in your office in Western Hospital, and what would you say to this person who doesn't know anything about cranio, anything about any alternative healing possibilities, just coming to you as proper medical doctor, and you are supposed to treat him anyway? You know what you know as the doctor, but the person doesn't know anything, comes just with the pain and just needs to get rid of this pain. What would you say, do?
Yeah, at this point, you know, I told you in the beginning what I would do, but what I also could do, and it all depends on if I put my hands on the person, I will know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can make up a story, what I could do, but it all depends on the connection, on the feeling. The story I can make up comes from my mind.
Mm-hmm.
From, all right, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that, I can send it to somebody else. That's all mind. But the only thing to really know what to do, I have to touch the person, because his body needs to tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's listening. Yeah, that's respect. To not have a plan, but to just touch and go into no mind. Because that's what touch, the way we touch, that's what it does. Yeah, you slow down, oxytocin starts to happen, you become aware of every little thing that you touch, and then the body starts to accept that. You integrate two energies into one energy, and then ideas come what to do.
Yeah.
And that might be to just hold the shoulder. That might be, or I might go to a sacrum and release the sacrum. Yeah, it might be, or the neck, or anything.
Just no concepts.
No, of course not. Yes, there is a concept.
Yeah.
Touch, that's a concept.
Mindful touch.
Touch.
And listen.
You know, connect,
Yes.
listen. That's what touch
And follow
is.
the body's lead.
It's pure listening, not with your ears, of course, also with your ears. But your fingers, your touch is also ears. It's picking up vibrations, it's all skin. It's all that same energy field that you connect to. And it's not about the pain, it's the disturbance in the energy field that you will pick up. And from there you go.
Yeah, neutrality, total neutrality.
Yeah,
Which means figure it out.
I feel the connection. That's the thing, that we are so disconnected from the earth, from ourselves, from all the creatures here, there, everywhere.
No, that's why cranio can be the tool, wonderful tool to regain the connection.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any last words, or just leave it here?
Yeah, I just appreciate your energy very much.
Thank
Very
you.
sweet.
I appreciate your energies.
Yeah, and I appreciate that you call us friends. It's so nice.
If I can.
Of course.
Okay, so thank you.
Okay.
And hopefully next time,
Sure.
somewhere, somewhen in this space-time.
Okay.
so happy I recorded it.
Yes.
I was really afraid that I forgot.
I hope then the sound is, you getting the sound for sure. I wonder,
Yeah, hopefully.